throwback to the Korean War, the end of the World War. Found a couple of these in my father-in-law's hidden treasures that he kept from the war. Not really hidden, but probably keepsakes. I rebuilt them, and they are just kind of a keepsake. They don't work as well, as dependable, and not as good a light as the Zippo, but a keepsake nonetheless. Well, fabulous Friday to you all. This is Randy, the Ragamuffin-Piper. I had a simple video idea that I wanted to come and share with you. Is taking a little walkabout outside in between sprinkle showers. But first, the Erin Braugh little pipe that the original broke, and they sent me a new one. It's a pretty small pipe, but it's okay. It's okay. Kind of afraid this one will break too, but in it is some Trout stream. Good old standby. So maybe just a couple words today about something that maybe we all need to hear. I kind of like to take my Friday and start encouraging everybody with something encouraging. As a writer, you always tell yourself, never use the same word twice in a sentence. But hey, you get the point. So let's talk. So I was thinking, this week has been kind of some interesting thoughts going through my mind. And I'm going to try to make this quick. And I know that we could all use encouragement. And I thought, I haven't been reading a lot, so I picked up a book that I've been waiting to look at and to go through. I've never really went through a lot of devotional books, even though I wrote one. It's kind of funny, I guess, but this is a Sarah Young book. I'm sure this is something my wife bought. It's called Jesus Today. It's got 150 or so pages in it. I don't know, maybe more. Yeah, 120 or 150 or so, I guess. And if you don't have something like this, maybe give it a try. But the very first chapter, right out of the get-go this morning, was about hope, and how so many of us lose hope because of things bad that happen, and maybe expectations that don't get met. And there's a lot of scripture verses that cover that. If you're a believer, and I know a lot of you are, there's a lot of scripture verses that cover that, but sometimes you need external encouragement. So for a few weeks, I'm going to do a video on Fridays that brings up hope, that maybe can encourage you to have a little bit of hope. So one of the things in that first chapter it's talked about right off the bat was how a lot of times we're so affected by things not going our way, by things that are negative, that we become stoic about it, and we just trudge on, and we try to do it, in our own strength and our own power, and we just kind of try to ignore disappointment and pain, or just the lack of joy that we have about certain things. And I think that right from the get-go, Jesus came and shared hope. And I think that was a big encouragement from him. And I want to be that encouragement to you. And you say, Randy, how have you learned to be so full of hope? Well, I haven't. That's why we're going to do this together. Sometimes sharing and teaching and learning and taking part is cathartic, What's that word mean? Somebody go look it up real quick. In other words, it helps me to get better about something, to talk to you guys about something. And I think hope is one of those things that we all need to be more secure in. You know, our hope is beyond this. As believers, our hope is beyond this world. That there's something joyous and wonderful beyond that. And I guess if you really believe it, if you really hold that tight, then the things that we feel as disappointments in this world, they can't quite keep as big a grip on us. Boy, that's hard. But I want to encourage you today. Our faith is built on the foundation that nothing is beyond the reach of God. No trial, no illness, no failing grade, no passing up for a promotion. None of that is beyond the reach of God. And maybe if we didn't get it or we didn't pass, maybe that was a lesson to be learned. And you say, well, is getting cancer a lesson to be learned? No, I don't know. But sometimes it's an avenue to share with others or to have empathy to others. And we just don't know God's plan. But hope can bring us joy that everything happens for the good. And God uses His plan to make sure that happens, as long as we're willing. So I hope you're going to have a great weekend. I pray that you are. And I thank you all for joining me here on Ragamuffin-Piper. It's a hoot to get to laugh and to follow you all and watch your videos. So here's to having some hope this weekend. Don't let yourself get down. If you're having a hard time, remember who wins in the end. Well, if you don't try, you won't. But our hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I guess I was raised in church. We'll see you soon. This is Randy, the Ragamuffin Piper. God bless you all. Make it the best day yet. And have hope. Seek it out. Make it yours. Bye-bye.